Alright, so the first step is to make sure your wheels are pointed straight ahead, and you do this because you'll be resetting the ECUs, and you don't want there to be any steering angle existing whenever the car starts back up. So now you can disconnect your battery, and whenever you're disconnecting your battery, always start with the negative terminal first. And a lot of people will just leave it at that and not disconnect the positive terminal, but I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the positive terminal only because I want to fully drain any stored charge in the truck. And I'm going to speed up this process by using my jumper cables to connect both of the terminals together on the same color wire of the jumper cable. So I'm using the black wire on the jumper cables to connect the negative terminal to the positive terminal. I am not touching the battery posts at all. If you do that, it could spark and it's very dangerous. So only do this part if you feel comfortable messing around with car batteries. Otherwise, forget about the jumper cables because it's not that important. But here's the actual mass airflow sensor. So start by just disconnecting the wiring harness, and I'm just using a small flathead screwdriver. And then the sensor itself is held in place by 2 Phillips head screws. So there are 2 little nodes that you want to focus on cleaning, and it's kind of hard to see on here, but there's definitely some dirt on there. I'm using the CRC Mass Airflow Sensor Cleaner Spray, which is like $14 at any auto parts store. It's kind of expensive, but it's specifically designed to completely evaporate and leave no residue, which is really important. You can mess up this sensor just by touching it with your bare hand or using any kind of other cleaning spray that will probably just ruin it completely. So spray it in there, just make sure you get all the dirt off. Don't be afraid to spray a bunch in there, and then just let it dry for 30 minutes to an hour before reinstall. In the meantime, I'm using this little battery post brush I got from Harbor Freight. It's pretty cool because you can wire wheel or wire off the posts and then use the included brush to clean out the terminals. And then I'm just going to clean up all of the corrosion that I just got everywhere. And now you're ready to reinstall the MAF sensor. So it's just those 2 Phillips head screws, just get them hand tight. It's not a big deal. And then plug in the wiring harness. And when you're plugging the wiring harness, make sure you get that nice satisfying click. There it is. And now you can reconnect the battery. And whenever you reconnect the battery, always start with the positive terminal first and then do the negative terminal. And then you're ready to start the truck. You're about to see that mine doesn't start on the first time, but that's okay, just try again. And once it's started, just let it idle for about 15 minutes so the ECU can relearn everything. And that's it. You've just cleaned and replaced your mass airflow sensor.